Hey everyone, welcome to today's analysis, September 18th. News, we had our last bit of news this morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, and now this is going to be for next week. So I'll go deeper into this news in the weekend analysis, but you can see Monday we don't have anything. Tomorrow there's no major news coming. Overall, you can see this is the weekly chart here. And going on the daily. So today we had another push, another all-time high. So now we've confirmed yesterday a nice higher low here. Remember, all I'm looking for to confirm a swing level is just to have a candle with two higher lows on either side, as in this case. And we got that. And this was a swing high. However, today you can see we did end up breaking through there, sweeping, and so far we are holding above at the open. So overall, everything looking very bullish. 66.56 is now. This is now the next level on the daily chart, 66.56, which you can see was the previous all-time high resistance we broke out. And then yesterday, on Wednesday's candle, retested, and we ended up holding above that. Going into the 4-hour. Here you can see, obviously, yesterday, again, we had FOMC yesterday, so that left a whole mess on yesterday's at the close with this huge wick candles that we have over here. And then today, 10 a.m., we had the news, and that's where we got this huge wick candle there as well. But we had the push to all-time highs, which happened at 5 a.m., so right during the European session. And now, main node area we're looking at on the hourly is going to be from the 67.11 area down into the hourly 66.88 level right over here. Okay, so going into tomorrow, this is ideally the level we want to see the bulls holding up into this low volume node support. If we lose this level, then we have the next big node. So then we would be looking at 66.82 and 66.75 hourly levels. Market right now is building up here. You can see we're almost getting, making a flagging formation here. So we're just looking for this to keep building more volumes and then hope to get a nice breakout to the upside. It will be nice if we get that as well, because once we have a good breakout, then we can establish, let me make this thinner. We can establish, like a trend line here, for example, and then we can make a measure move with the Fibonacci's from that trend line break in order to have, some levels here on the upside. Yesterday, remember I mentioned, first of all, we were looking obviously at the previous all-time high from Tuesday, and then I was talking about 6,700, which was right around here. Next big psychological level, which we ended up hitting today. But overall, you can see how we build up a lot of support around the 66.88. Going into the hourly with the weekly profiles. So, we don't really even have to go further back than this week, because obviously we are at all-time highs. So there's not really much to the left of where we are. But in general, these are the main low volume node areas that we are looking at. So a move back into this area. This is right around the hourly level that I was talking about. So we either want to see a breakout here out of this high volume node or a move to the downside here. If we break below this, then we're going into the range of the node down below right over there. Okay? And if we have a strong break here, let me clean this up. Let me just get rid of all this. If we would have a strong break inside of this range, like if we break below 66.81, then we can look for backwards retest of the low volume node area, and we can target the point of control and then a move back to the bottom edges of the node. Okay, but for now, this is the main support area we're looking to hold into tomorrow. TPO, we have here a poor high that we made on the all-time high in the overnight hours. You can see right here, 2 periods side by side, right around the 67 1975 level. So this is the main area we're looking for a correction. Tick charts, very bullish extended hours. You can see pretty much immediately right from the 6 o'clock candle, we just started the push up. Little retracement back into the low volume node area here from the upper edge of this session profile from Thursday. And then we kept pushing up, made the all-time highs. Then we did come back and retrace most of it. And then right at the New York Open, had the push down into this previous resistance areas here from yesterday's close of the session. And then we started establishing, we had some pretty low volumes today. Now we are fully rolled over into the next contract. So tomorrow, everyone has to be on the December 2025 contracts because the September ones have already officially expired tomorrow. And so looking at the action tonight, this is the main area to focus. So we're looking at this 2 main edges here from this high volume node that we established on today's session. So just looking for a break and continuation from those points. Nasdaq have the push up, new all-time high today as well. And you can see we've now established this 24,553 daily level. 3 days of resistance, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, the nice breakout. So this will be the first main target to the downside on the higher time frame chart. And also that will be a retest of the head of the pin bar, which usually when you get a nice pin bar candle like this, a retest of the top of the pin bar is a good confluence level to look for. 4 hour. So here you can see again, this is the top of the pin bar on the daily, which is right in line with this high volume node, and then we have this other node right over here. So going into the hourly and zooming in, you can see this is going to be our first main area of support, this low volume node area here into the 24,650s. And then if we break below that, then we're looking for a move down into that daily level and that pin bar top that we were discussing here, this resistance level broken, which has not been back tested yet, and our next low volume node on that area there. Weekly profiles. So pretty well defined nodes that we have over here. So this is again the main area of support that we were talking about, and then below that, this would be our next area down below there. But overall, I would focus on the two main edges and then look for reactions off of this two extremes, either a retest and hold as support, or if we have a strong breakthrough, then we're looking for a back test continuation into the next high volume node area. TPO, we have some single prints to fill out here. So you can see it's pretty much right below that daily level that we were talking about, 24,553. The singles fill would be at 24,534. Tick, just like ES, overnight open and just a very strong directional move right off the open until we made the new all-time high at 8:30, 8:25 in the morning pre-New York. Then the pullback, VWAP, you can see holding very well all throughout the session. And then we opened up for New York and we had the push back down, the breakout, and then we established the new all-time high here during our regular trading hours. So ES made a new all-time high pre-market in Europe. NASDAQ made the new all-time high during regular trading hours. And you can see here, this looks, we're putting like basically a channeling formation down, and we are within this big high volume node range. So looking for support on any move down into this areas over here. And if we can just push out, flip these areas as support, obviously all-time high would be our first obvious target to the upside. And if we can get, again, a nice trendline breakout, if we establish a nice range or trend line to break out from, then we can use that as a measure move target there. So here you can see we're pulling back. So looking at this low volume node area, pretty much at this pullback lows, but I think this is going to be the stronger support area if we move down over here. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Everything looking, again, very bullish. No major news tomorrow. We're fully in the December contract now, and we'll be back on the weekend for a full, fresh analysis with all new levels and everything, and discuss a plan going into next week. Okay, take care, everyone, and we'll talk again soon.